Okay, for this part, let's go over how to save the file. So, we were in the photo editor before, now we're in the collage maker, and the process is the same. So, whenever you have your picture the way you want it, you just simply come up here to click save. Now, it's going to ask you where you want to save it. If you had a BeFunky account, you could actually save it there to the BeFunky website, and you can come back in and edit it later. But we don't, so that's not an option. So we're going to save it to our desktop. So make sure it says yes there. When you click save, it's going to ask for a file name. Make sure that you give it a name that you will recognize. So don't just call it picture or something like that, because a week from now, you're not going to know what picture means. So I'm going to call this collage practice, but you call it whatever you wish. Notice this is the important part here. You've got two options, JPEG and PNG. Now, a JPEG type image is going to be one that it will always be a rectangle of some sort. And so, for instance, if I save this as a JPEG, what it's going to do to this picture is it is going to save it as a rectangle and fill in all of this transparent area with white. And sometimes, that's okay with what we want. Maybe we have a picture that is a rectangle. We don't have any transparent areas, so we don't need it to be transparent, so we can just save it as a JPEG. But in this particular instance, we do want this area to be transparent. We want to be able to see through these little cracks between the pictures. So if we want it to be transparent, we have to save it as a PNG file. And so if we've already established a transparent area, like we did where we checked this little box over here for transparent background, and we save it as a PNG, then that's going to preserve that transparency so that if I put this picture on top of anything else, I will be able to see through it to the background. So make sure that you do have it set for PNG for the collage, and then you simply click save. And at this point, it's just like saving anything else here. You need to make sure that you go to your personal directory. And I can't stress that enough. And we still have students that have trouble with that. If you over on your left, your screen's going to look a little different than mine. But on your left, just click on computer. And then you're going to see all the drives that you can save to. And you need to go find your H drive, which will be the one on your screen. It's going to say your login. So, for instance, 19, the rest of your login. So click on that. And the way you can tell that you're there is look up at the top up here, and you will see your login. And if you don't see your login at the top, you're saving it in the wrong place and you're going to lose it. Now, once you're in your directory, you can save it wherever you want in your folder, and then you click save. And that's all you have to do, and it'll tell you that your photo's saved. So BeFunky, play around with it. And remember, photo editor, all sorts of cool things you can do here. Collage maker, great for if you're wanting to do a whole bunch of pictures together. Say you're doing a Civil War and you want to make a kind of neat grid layout with Civil War pictures or things of that nature. So make sure that you play around and have fun using this one. It's great for just, pictures that you have of your friends and family as well. Just remember, when you're using BeFunky, you don't have to sign up for it. But if you don't sign up, then whatever you're creating, you have to create and download or save right then. You're not able to, you work on it and then leave it and come back, a day later kind of thing. It's going to be gone. So if you create an account, and again, ask for parent for permission, but if you do create an account, then you can save something, come back to it later and work on it. So that's all there is with BeFunky, and we'll show you some other things you can do in the next tutorial.